If you're even thinking about moving to Colorado Springs, you've probably heard us talk about the traffic patterns, but today we wanted to show you what a real drive looks like in Colorado Springs on I-25 from the north side of town to the south side of town. So be sure to stay tuned for the entire video.
Welcome back to our channel, you guys. My name's Crystal, this is Sean. We are your local real estate agents here. If you are relocating to Colorado Springs, we are your peeps to help.
So today we are going to take you on a drive. We're going to play it back with you so that we can talk about some specific features, specific exits along the way, and things that you'll encounter and places to know. Because if you're thinking about moving to Colorado Springs, you're going to want to see what the traffic patterns look like, but you're going to want to know what's happening in each area of town as well.
Well, and I think too, Sean, it's one of those things where people talk about what traffic is and what it looks like. And we want to give you kind of, because you guys know us, we're super transparent. We want to give you like a real live look at what that actually looks like, because our traffic here is not crazy.
So we're going to start this video. We're going to play it back with you guys. We're going to talk about some distinct features. I did record this a couple days ago, but I recorded it in the morning around 8:30 during the week so that you guys could see like what real morning time traffic looks like in Colorado Springs. Spoiler alert, there was no accidents on I-25, which was great, so that you guys could see what a real commute time looks like. And this video, start to finish, is just under 18 minutes. We go all the way to the Mesa Ridge Parkway exit, which I believe is exit 132. So we're starting in Briargate and we're finishing in Fountain, and it's less than a 20-minute drive on the interstate, which is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and play this back and we'll chat about it together. So the first thing that you'll see, the exit that we're passing now is exit 150. That's going to be North Academy, and we'll talk about exit 149 too. We're going to group them together just so that you guys can have some things to listen to while you're watching this beautiful drive. But I-25 going southbound, the first one that we're going to pass here is North Academy. You want to tell a few things about North Academy?
Sure. I think, North Academy is probably like one of the most popular ones that's going to go to several different bigger things. You're going to be able to go to the Chapel Hills Mall, which isn't very crazy, you guys, but...
Two in town. That one's probably the nicer of the two.
Yeah. They have a pickleball court, which is really cool. They have a bigger restaurants. There's a Walmart. There's a million different fast food places that you can go to.
One of my favorite pizza spots is pretty close to there. It's right across from the Chapel Hills Mall. It's called Joey's Pizza. I'm a big fan. You have to eat it there, though. Don't eat it. Don't get it to go. Just sit down and eat it. You can order it by the slice.
Well, yes. The housing there, because, we're your real estate agents, it's going to be what, District 20-ish?
It's going to be District 20 for the most part.
And the housing probably, I would say the the average price point there is probably going to be over 500. I bet you it's like 525. And so you're going to get more of those, not higher end homes, but kind of a little bit more above our average price point.
Yeah, a lot of people want to be on that area of town for District 20 specifically. Yeah. So if that is you, exit 150, North Academy, Briargate, Interquest. We didn't get that on film today. We did that in a previous video, so go check that out. But that's going to be the area for District 20. When you hit the Woodman exit, that's where you're going to start switching to District 49-ish, so that can change. But along this route too, something that I want to point out, you'll see we have a 3-lane highway. It's super, this is your morning traffic in Colorado Springs. You'll see that we do hit some congestion later on around certain exits, which we will point out for you. But for the most part, you can see the traffic in Colorado Springs, in my opinion, as you'd agree, it's not super crazy.
Well, and especially
again, like morning time, and it's during the week. This is a normal morning weekday drive.
And just to compare it to, Denver, right? Denver, you cannot go anywhere, you guys, without bumper to bumper traffic. It does not matter what time of the day. It doesn't matter what's happening. And then even, because I've been visiting into Texas to see Preston a lot lately, right? And even in Texas, I've noticed that when they have an accident, basically their whole entire highway shuts down. And so the traffic here in Colorado Springs, as you guys can clearly see, is not super crazy.
Some of the other exits that you'll see we've already passed, because Colorado Springs is big but small, is going to be Rockrimmon, Garden of the Gods, Fillmore, and we're just approaching Nevada. And you've probably heard a lot about some of these areas, especially Garden of the Gods, because guess what they have there?
They have Garden of the Gods.
Garden of the Gods is there. It's this amazing outdoor walking trail, beautiful sights to be seen, but Garden of the Gods is definitely iconic in Colorado Springs. Rockrimmon is another one of those areas. If you want to be close to nature, I would say that both of these areas are going to be prime for you. Even the Fillmore exit, if you live anywhere off of Fillmore, you're going to be really close to the mountains. You're going to have quick and easy access to Manitou Springs, which you've probably heard us talk about as well. But you are very much in nature off of any of these.
Well, in Fillmore, right? That's not quite downtown yet.
Nope, we're not.
No. But with Rockrimmon and Garden of the Gods, those are two big exits that get you to big things, right? UCCS that's off of Fillmore? No, that's off of Nevada.
The next exit.
Which is going to be the next exit. That's where Kaylee, our daughter, goes to school, which it's an amazing college. We love it.
UCCS is awesome. It's it's really the big school here in Colorado Springs. There's the Air Force Academy as well, which is north, off of like that North Academy exit. If you take that north, basically like right there at I-25, you'll have the Air Force Academy, which is obviously for people that are interested in joining the Air Force. But UCCS is amazing. They have some great programs, but all of these areas that we're talking about currently, they're very close to nature. Your housing in Colorado Springs is going to vary. If you've heard us talk about housing before, you can find single family homes, townhomes, apartments, duplexes, a lot of areas over on that west side too, near the Nevada area. You'll find like mother-in-law suites and things like that because there's not as many restrictive covenants and HOAs. So you'll find a lot of people have converted some of these older homes into like Airbnbs or things like that as well. So it's a pretty unique area in Colorado Springs. All right, at this point, we're anywhere between like exit 143 and 139. This is what I would call like the prime downtown area.
100%.
So if you're wanting to be in a walkable-ish area of Colorado Springs, I would say that this is probably, arguably, your only option. And what I mean by that is you can walk to work, you can walk to the grocery store, and you can walk to restaurants, parks, and things like that. I don't think that anywhere else in Colorado Springs, if you look at our walkability rating, is really going to be able to truly give you that within like a 15 to 20 minute radius.
No. That's definitely something about Colorado Springs is we're not a very big walkable place. Like that's just not how our little city is. But to talk about like kind of exiting downtown, there you can we just went there. We like the Famous. You guys have heard us talk about there. There are several different parks that you can go walk around, parks that have kid playgrounds and stuff like that on it, but then also just more artsy, like a park that you would be able to go walk, do a picnic with, which is fun.
Yeah, I would say this is classified as like historic Colorado Springs. Old Colorado City is going to be right in this area as well. And if you're a foodie, if you enjoy eating out, if you enjoy trying new restaurants, downtown Colorado Springs is probably one of the more talked about places because they do have the more local mom and pop shops. Crystal mentioned the Famous. I was actually talking to one of the guys at the gym today about the downtown area. His office is down there. So he had brought up places like Denver Biscuit Co., which is like how do you even describe it? It's got like 3 restaurants in one.
I was going to say there's
Denver Biscuits, there's a pizza place.
Yeah, but they have really good biscuits and gravy. They have really good freaking Bloody Marys.
Yeah, it's
put your vegetables in.
It's a pretty big venue. And like I said, it might only be 2 restaurants in one. Fat Sully's. Oh yeah, Atomic Cowboy.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's 2 different places or one and they just have...
You could get all those places. If they're not all together, they're all together.
And they're all in the same building.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. They hand you a menu and you're like, oh, I can order from all these different places. So it's a pretty unique venue. It's pretty big. I think they even have a pool table in the backside if I remember.
Yeah, they do.
There's a big bar in the center. So that's one of the places. You've seen us eat at Dad's Donuts. That's probably, I think it's literally right across the street from there. But yes,
they have nightlife. So that is where our nightlife is at.
All on Tejon Street.
It's not very big and not very crazy.
You get 2 blocks of clubs. So if that's your scene, this is going to be a good area for you.
Yep. So you will exit those, what is it, Bijou and Bijou.
Anywhere right in that area, just depending on where you're looking to go for sure.
Yeah. And I will say that our homeless population, you guys, here in Colorado Springs, it's not wild everywhere, but when you go to downtown, it is very, very noticeable. And so that is just something to kind of keep in the back of your head, is that the homeless population is insane downtown. I think it's gradually getting worse every year. Now, we do have a ton of different resources for you, or not for you, but I mean, or it could be for you, but for the homeless population, to where they have the help, but it just it's an attraction to that.
Yeah, and they did start this new initiative late last year, early this year with the downtown cleanup program, which is really cool. They basically have volunteer staff members that walk the downtown area. They can help provide directions, they can help provide resources. It's not just for the homeless population, it's really for anybody in the downtown area. But they help to patrol because obviously with homelessness, unfortunately, usually follows like increased rates of crime and things like that. So they did start this initiative. They've actually renovated a lot of the downtown area as well when it comes to like road and cleaned up some construction projects that they were working on. So all of that is a huge positive for the downtown community. We go down there pretty often and I can almost always see one of the people that's on patrol. So that's really cool. In the video, we're probably
I was going to say, now
we're getting close to this exit 139. It's called Motor City.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. I just wanted to point it out for all the car fans. If you are looking for a car, there is dozens of dealerships in this area. There's window tint specialists. There is body experts that can repair dents. They can do custom modifications to all your cars or trucks or whatever it is that you're looking for. So this is one of the huge areas in town that if you're looking for a vehicle because you live somewhere else like Texas or California or Florida and you have a rear-wheel drive sports car and you need something for winter, exit 139 is going to be a good friend of yours. The other major area in town is like Woodman and Austin Bluffs. We talked about the Woodman exit very early on in this video, but Motor City by far is the biggest area with the most dealerships in town. So be sure to stop by that. You'll see it in this video on the right-hand side. There's going to just be like dozens of dealerships.
A ton, you guys.
So, food, yes. Cars, yes. Fun, nature. Downtown has a lot to offer.
Yes. And you guys, if you look at the video, and because I say this all the time, I probably sound like a broken record to you guys, but I cannot get over our mountain views. We like everywhere that you drive, you get to see mountain views. And so it's so pretty. It's so calming. But I mean, just kind of like just watching this video, because we see it all the time, but it's just so cool to be able to see that. And you guys get a little glimpse of what it looks like as well.
One of my other favorite places on the Motor City exit is going to be Ivywild. You've probably heard us talk about it. It was one.
Is that on Motor City?
Yeah, it's right past Motor City.
Oh, yeah.
I-25 Steakhouse is right there. There's a ton of stuff right there. But Ivywild's super cool. It was an old school converted into a multi-stop venue. They have food, they have liquor, they have like a gymnasium. We've actually played dodgeball for a real estate promotion there. That was 2 or 3 years ago now.
Yeah, and you can host, you can have private events there.
Parties.
And it's very cool. I love the fact that they kept the original on almost everything. But they when in the gym, it's like a legit gym. You guys, back when we were in high school, what that looked like.
Gymnasium, not a gym.
And then their cafeteria area, they turned into little restaurant areas. The bar is very old school of a librarian type thing. It's just a really cool place.
They kept the original names. You go to the principal's office and
that's one of
the bars is at, and it's just pretty cool to see that.
Yeah, it's a cool place.
After that, you're going to see exit 138, Circle Drive, South Academy, and then those are the two that I want to focus on really because they're kind of grouped together. This is going to be South Colorado Springs. Circle, I would say the most iconic thing that you're probably going to see there is the World Arena, which I'm pretty sure is still called the World Arena. It's smaller, it's still a big event space, but they host weird things. There can be concerts there sometimes, but it's not going to be anybody that's super big name. There's other places in Colorado Springs that they would do that. Sometimes you'll see
motocross,
the
wrestling,
the monster truck wrestling goes there. The WWE will go there, or the newer, I don't remember.
They host
wrestling,
graduations
for high schools. So they host a lot of different things. It's just not going to be where you're going to go, which is actually funny. Bruno Mars is going to perform later this month, I'm pretty sure, at the Air Force Academy, which is weird because that's not a big. We've seen Blake Shelton there, and now Bruno Mars is going to be there, but
it's a bigger space, I think, is why.
Yeah, but it's not a great band or performance stadium. There's other places in town for that, but I digress. But Circle, you're going to have the World Arena, and then I think Memorial Park is another pretty iconic spot in Colorado Springs. We don't have a ton of lakes in Colorado Springs, unfortunately, so they do have, I would consider it a lake at Memorial Park. They've done some upkeep to that as well. There are several parks around the area. And again, in this area, you're going to have an easy drive that's still going to be pretty close to nature. I would say the downtown spot is going to be the easiest commuting to nature, but you're still pretty close here.
Well, yeah, never mind. Go ahead.
You got it?
Nope, go ahead.
Okay, I was just going to complain about South Academy. This is where the construction in town is seemingly endless. Really, all of Academy is seemingly endless, but South Academy, I know because I grew up on that side of town. There was construction projects then, there's still construction projects now.
And it feels like they never get, like, it stays the same.
It's
like,
just so
we drive there all the time because we do have a lot of clients that are in that area, right, that want in that particular area. But also the cost of the housing prices around that area are less than what our average price point is. And so we do show a lot of houses in the area. But I swear they never make any progress. And it's been like that for years and years and years and years and years.
And I'm a pretty big optimistic person, but I'm telling you, this is the one area in town. And actually, I'll backtrack a little bit too. Circle right near I-25 has a pretty heavy construction project going on that's been going on for a while. Once they clean it up, it's nice. There is a little bit of a traffic delay there. There's usually a traffic delay on Academy just because there's a ton of stoplights in that area and the construction projects are endless. And then I wasn't super watching this video because I drove it, but you probably saw a little bit more traffic pickup. This was a while back around Fillmore. If I would say that there's a congested spot in Colorado on I-25, Fillmore is going to be the big one almost always. And I will say that in the evenings, that one will get close to bumper, like 15-mile-an-hour traffic here and there, not always. And it's very always for a short period of time, usually like when everybody's getting off of work.
Yeah, and if there's accidents, it's normally like right around that.
Yeah, and I think that there's an accident. Yep, you'll see it on the opposite side of the flow of traffic coming up here. I think that there was an accident, which is why you'll see that heavy flow of traffic heading back north. But again, they clean stuff up pretty quick here. You can see that we're still going in this direction. I think it goes down to a 2-lane highway, but for a big majority of it, it is a 3-lane highway. But here, this drive from where we're at now, just past Circle to Pueblo, is a breeze.
Yeah.
Like, this is the easiest interstate driving you will see. There's rarely any traffic. It's just, I mean, super easy commuting in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
If you're getting close to the end of this video, we're probably approaching the Mesa Ridge Parkway exit. So for all of our Army peeps, this is where Fort Carson is. Fountain has grown so much.
It's crazy.
We live just on the outskirts of Colorado Springs and Peyton, as you guys probably know. Peyton has been built up so much over the last 3 years. Now it's its own city. You have grocery stores, you have most things. I think we said we don't have like a Home Depot and like clothing store, like name brand clothing stores to shop at.
Yeah.
But besides that, it's built up. I could say pretty much the same about Fountain now.
Well, yeah, and because we just went there.
They do have a Lowe's.
We were showing
had one forever.
We were showing clients in the area, and then we were in between appointments. So of course we like want to go to support local and go get something to eat. And it's crazy to see the growth in our little cities, right? And there's tons of different stores, there's different restaurants, there's a ton of fast food. Cost of live, our price point there is about our average price point, I would say, maybe a little bit lower.
Yeah.
You have new builds that are going in the area, and it's super close to base, you guys. Like it's very, very military friendly, and it's just a quick drive to get you to work.
Some of the things that I was just thinking of that we didn't super mention, I'd say the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo is another feature that we kind of skipped over because we're trying to do this as best as we can while watching this live with you guys. That one's going to be near the Circle exit as well, and the Broadmoor as well. If you take the Circle exit and you go, which direction would that be? West, you're going to get to the Broadmoor. Very, very, very close to nature at that point. Walking distance to trails. The Cheyenne Mountain Zoo is consistently voted one of the best zoos in the entire nation. And the Broadmoor itself is very, very historic Colorado Springs. You get older, like Victorian homes. There's this house that I drive past whenever I go there with the statues.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
like these gigantic statues. They're all like silver. It's in his backyard essentially, and there's dozens of them. I don't know why he has them, but it's just one of those things that you see when you become a Colorado Springs native. Yeah, it's iconic. But yeah, Colorado Springs has so much to offer. In terms of housing, it's gotten so robust. I would say that you can find old stuff and new stuff and anywhere in between in most areas of
Except
town.
for Manitou.
I was going to say west side of town is really built out. That's why they started moving everything east. So yeah, Manitou, you're not
No new build.
a ton of stuff like that. Those homes are old.
Yeah, like, and if you want historic, and even same thing with kind of downtown too, like you're not going to find very many new builds in that area at all, because it is just very historic. They've kept a lot of the homes that way, which is really nice. We have several buyers that just want downtown. We're looking, and there's not a lot of houses that come on the market, and so when they do, you have to kind of snag it up.
So as you can see, I-25 traffic is not that crazy. We just went through this entire video in less than 20 minutes. And we're trying to go as fast as we can and hit as many iconic things as we can in Colorado Springs. But if this video wasn't enough information for you, call us at 719-238-1771. Shoot us a text message. Let us know what specific questions you have about Colorado Springs, about traffic, about housing, about iconic places to go, our favorite food spots, whatever it is that you have questions about. Shoot us a text message, give us a phone call, email us, whatever works best for you, because we try to give you guys the most relevant content that we possibly can.
Well, and we do this for you guys, right? We love to be able to share kind of why we love Colorado Springs and some of the things that we don't love too. Like, we're very honest with you guys. But if you are relocating here to Colorado Springs, we want you to have a real insight on kind of what's happening and what we're all about. And so if there's something that you're curious about, let us know and we'll do a video on it, and we'll be able to help you guys in whatever way we can.
But until next week, stay tuned. Always tune in. New videos every single week.
Every week.
And we will see you guys in the next video.